pressure on, then maybe that shorthanded thing will start taking its toll.
Well, you know, I'm sure Gary Unger can appreciate a young man such as yourself who prepares such as you do. If you people at home could see the notebook that Ed puts together, that's where he gets those numbers.
I don't put this together.
Well,
Alan Poston, the public relations director of the Blazers, puts all this stuff together.
Well, I'll give Alan a heck of a lot of credit there.
I use the colored markers, though, and I keep some company in business with these colored markers.
I thought you just took them out of your kids'
No, I put them in the pocket of my jacket, so everybody thinks I got this massive chest. There's actually a bunch of pens in there. Oh, are we playing hockey?
The Blazers beginning the second period the way they started the first. Same starting lineup there. Pankowitz, that's DuPont, who shoots wide. Joe Burton. Defense is Sean Gorman and Victor Ignatieff. For the Oilers, again, their starting lineup as well. Slino, Michel Couvret, Luc Beausoleil. Back on defense, Colin Basket here.
Nice takeaway. And DuPont, the center, back for the defense. That's helping out your defense there because Tulsa with a great takeaway. DuPont, though, didn't skate down the end of the ice, stayed back home and helped out his defense.
We have a final score in from the all-college. As who cares about basketball? David Moore fires it home, and a little more than a minute into the second period, Alan Perry has been burned again. Welcome back to the action. It has not slowed down. Play resumes, and the Blazers put the heat on Tony Martino. The puck sliding across the crease, but Martino was there to wave it away. Chuck Loretto now trying to fire the puck into the Blazer zone. It's turned back by Oklahoma City and fired into the Oilers zone by Eric Klein. Blazers changing now on the fly. Slino with the assist, by the way, on that David Moore goal. Moore with his 12th goal this season. As a defenseman, that's an outstanding number.
Here's another look at it. Just a simple wrist shot. He got it right by a diving Alan Perry. And David Moore now takes over the leadership for Tulsa against Oklahoma City this season. That's his 5th point against Oklahoma City. His first goal against the Blazers, again assisted by Sylvain No. His 22nd assist of the season, his 34th point. David Moore with 35 points. So both among the leading scorers for the Oilers, and they come through early, and that can only help the Oilers. Again, the mental thing, the physical thing about playing shorthanded, and that's exactly what they wanted to do.
Slino across the ice to Luc Beausoleil. Drop pass, wide open shot. Oh, and Stromback was there, but couldn't control the rebound.
Missed a wide open net because Perry was out of there.
Puck frozen against the sideboard. There was a face-off. The score I was trying to give you was a basketball score. Oklahoma playing Alabama State in the all-college as we look at the replay here.
We'll get that final score. Look at the wide open net, and Stromback just could not control it. All he had to do was get a square stick on that puck, and it's in there. He didn't even have to put any effort behind it, but could not control it. What was the final score of the all-college tournament?
97-68 OU over Alabama State. So the Sooners are in the championship game tomorrow night against either TU or Billy Tubbs and TCU. How interesting would that be? Either way, that's a great matchup.
Oh, it'd be outstanding. Sooners have won the last 8 all-college tournaments, and the one before that was won by TCU.
Slino trying to find Luc Beausoleil. Instead, he was taken off the puck by Sean Gorman. Back come the Blazers now. Tom Gomes gets taken down at his blue line. No call from Ian Walsh, our referee. Slino now controlling the puck. A delayed offsides call, I believe, because No had taken control of the puck and was a good 15 to 20 feet into the zone.
Blazer fans don't need to get off. You love these numbers, don't you? When Alan Perry gives up 3 goals, the Blazers are still 14-4.
You got to be kidding.
So Blazer fans can still take heart. Now, if he gives up another one, then it's down to like 8-7 as a team. So this is a point where you want to cut it off.
Do you have skate sizes in there, too?
Oh, Alan, do you have skate sizes for us? No, he doesn't have skate sizes. He's over my shoulder in case there's a number he forgot. He can fire it into me.
Off the face-off, Loretto for Tulsa. And number 3, Dave Slifka, do a little pirouette there. Puck comes loose. There goes Loretta for the Oilers digging in, and Slifka takes him down to the ice. Joe Burton now. Pass going into the Oilers zone. Mike Berger rams it back down the length of the ice. There's Alan Perry.
I think it took 2.5 minutes before you said puck in the Oilers zone. That's great forechecking to keep the puck away. There's a great forecheck right there. Poke it right back here.
Sasha Lakovic, the Pitbull they call him.
Oh, what a nice nickname.
Jeez, Dad, how do you like that? The Pitbull. Puck weakly centered across. Sean Clouston, the captain there. You saw his wife crispy interview between periods. That's Clooney now with the puck. And the Oilers now intent on just trying to kill a little time here. No icing the call because the puck didn't cross that last line. Trent Pankowitz fights into the corner there. Bounce for the Oilers. Pankowitz centering pass, nobody home. Here's Gorman's shot. Off the stick of Couvret, and here comes Michel. That's Sasha Lakovic. Back to Couvret. He's taken down. Good check by Burton.
Joe Burton, one of the smallest guys on the ice, but that won't stop him from putting the shoulder into anybody. Gutsy player, gets his good angle. When you're smaller, get that good angle on somebody, you can put them on the ice easily.
Oilers changing now as the puck is dropped back into their own zone. David Moore and Colin Baustead playing defense here. The Oilers playing with only 3 defenders tonight, but here's Beausoleil. 2-on-1. Shot, and Perry with the save.
Oh, can I say wow on that one, too?
Alan Perry called on there to turn back the efforts of the Oilers, and indeed he came up big.
Well, that puck might have had a nail on it on a 2-on-1, but Perry coming up big. The Macho-Martino effort in the first period.
Shot by Eric Plant goes wide. Menard will keep it in. Puck knocked loose. Taken down eventually by Slino across the blue line. He's got Lakovic on the wing. Lakovic back to No from the point. Off the skate it goes, and the gloves have come off. Not for fighting purposes, just because they came a little loose. That was Steve Simone, I think, who lost his right glove.
Got his glove hung up in the skate, or the stick. The Oilers, a fortunate break for Tulsa, because Simone might have had a breakaway going.
Having some technical problems with the picture at home, so we'll try to pass along the radio broadcast here if we can, Ed. We're going to be tested. Well, now we retrieved it here. Perhaps some help to the moment. The rescue for us is Sean Clouston. Ties up the puck in the corner. Chris Laganis there for Oklahoma City as well. The linesmen step in quickly to break them up. Laganis, one of the more penalized Blazers over the past couple of years. Anytime he's around, things get a little physical. The players start to develop a reputation of some type, and so the officials know this is something we better get into fairly quickly.
But, you know, these two teams don't get into too many fights. And I know the Blazers had to sit one player down tonight. There was talk that maybe Tom Fry, the 6'4", 250-pound forward, would be the guy because they didn't need that big enforcer type on the ice against Tulsa. But, again, the injury to Thornberry, he sat tonight. But I tell you what, when they do get into one, they get into one with the rivalry. Don't do it often, but they make it count when they do.
Couvret now fires the puck into the Blazer zone. Perry is there. Harrison applying pressure, but back come the Blazers. That's Tom Gomes. He's picked up by Berger, who rides him off the puck. Barry Menard now keeps the puck alive. We'll have a face-off in the Oilers zone when we come back. 13:53 remaining in the second period. Remaining here in the second period, Oilers with the puck and the lead, 3-0. John Walls here with Ed Murray, John Anderson, and of course our host for the night, the always hospitable Bear Tegans.
That was a good example right there. Some of the things Tulsa might do. Stromback skated in, but then circled all the way back into his own zone before dumping the puck. That's the little things you can do to take some time off the clock and save some breath for you.
Berger's liable to shoot it from there, and he does. And Alan Perry says, I think I'll just hang on.
Nice little show of sportsmanship there, too. Berger skated up to Perry afterwards and tapped him in the chest. Said, nice job. Berger was skating in just in case that shot got loose. As Berger takes a seat, congratulates Stromback on a nice shift.
The Oilers, with only 3 defensemen tonight, Jody Prasnik unable to go. Had a bit of an injury, so he's not able to play tonight. So Mike Berger, Colin Baustead, and David Moore, 3 defensemen rotating around 2 spots, and that will take a toll on him.
You update the shots on goal. Again, Martino
comes up again. We'll have a face-off to the far circle, off to his left.
These tie-ups again, going in Tulsa's favor. The clock doesn't tick, but they get a little extra rest. There's Martino. He's trying to skate around and keep his legs fresh because he's, again, hasn't been tested much here in this period.
Shot went wide for the point. Off the stick of David Moore, looking for his second goal tonight. Faustet across the Moore, who fires it into the Blazer zone. It's taken there by Gary Menard. Faustet now will chase the puck down in his own zone as Eric Plott gives chase. Puck back to mid-ice. Taken there by Menard. Menard carries it in. Offsides the goal as the Blazers not quite sure what Menard was going to do at the puck that time.
It seemed to just be a little out of sync. This is a much better stick-handling, passing team than previous Blazer teams. It may be the style Tulsa's playing, dumping and dinking and trying to rest a little bit. It's just kind of got the Blazer offense a little out of sync. Those passes aren't crisp onto the stick. You see Simone upset with himself. Just got to skate over a little too quickly. And just seemed to be a little out of, 3-0 down helped you get a little out of sync. But again, the frustration factor, the losses in the shootouts and the loss to Dallas, they're a little frustrated the way they're playing hard but not winning. And again, it just continues to build as this game goes on if they don't get something going.
Oilers get a little sloppy with the puck in their own end. The Blazers are able to keep it in now. They see Gomes there.
And no one at home on the other point.
The physical play. Back it comes. It's knocked off the sideboard by Chris McMurtry, and here comes Oklahoma City, but David Moore clears the puck nicely. Lakovic dumps it to Couvret. Couvret now taken off the play by McMurtry. Puck loose. And Perry was there.
He's also missing another opportunity on an open net.
I see Sasha Lakovic, checked by Tom Gomes. Now the puck is cleared, and David Moore will go back, and the Blazers will take the chance to bring on a fresh line.
Well, they're going to get a scoring line out there. That last line was more of a defensive, hard-hitting, checking type line. Now the Blazers have their number one line on the ice.
Clouston dumps, but the Oilers can only make a two-player change. That's George DuPont. Puck comes loose. Menard back to the red line, and the Blazers have to get back on sides.
Again, there, DuPont couldn't control the pass. Leading assist man in the Central Hockey League, and that puck just went right off his skate, or his stick, never got a chance to get a pass off. Just a little out of sync for all the Blazer players at this point.
Doug Stromback dumping the puck, but Berger wasn't there to fill. Instead, Mike elected to stay back and play some defense. Perry once again sets the puck up, and Menard will try to get it going as we're almost halfway through the second period of play. The Oilers, with the only score of this period, they lead 3-0.
No penalties in this period as of yet. Martino turns away a shot. Easy opportunity for him. Burt looked like it was a half pass, half shot in DuPont's area. He gets taken down by Moore.
And here comes Chuck Loretto. Back to Loretto, and he scores! Doug Stromback and Chuck Loretto play give and go, and it gives Tulsa a 4-0 lead.
We're back. Tulsa takes a 4-0 lead over Tulsa. Chuck Loretto, his 8th point in the last 8 games. That includes this one. The assist from Stromback, his 2nd assist of the hockey game, his 6th assist of the season.
I'll tell you what, too, Mike McEwen has seen enough of Alan Perry between the pipes now. Sergei Naumov for Oklahoma City, and so the backup goalkeeper has been brought on after Perry has given up 4 goals in less than 30 minutes of action. When it's not your night, it is not your night, and Alan Perry has had a bad night.
Here's another look at it. Loretto gives it to Stromback. This is a beautiful give and go, 2-on-1 as Loretto puts it in. And again, his 13th goal of the season, I do believe it is, assisted by Stromback, his 2nd assist. This is the 2nd time, only the 2nd time in Alan Perry's career that he has been pulled during a hockey game. Both come against Tulsa. The other was in the playoffs back in 92-93. That says something.
Oh, it does.
Not often.
Perry coming in again with a leading 3.11 goals against average. Has been peppered for 4. And Harrison winds up and takes a shot.
Naumov once played for the Red Army team in the Soviet Union from Latvia.
There's a look at Sergei.
Off the start. He got off to just a terrible start. You see the saves percentage. Goals against 4.7, but after about 2 starts, it was like 8.6 or something. He was about one more bad performance of being off the team. You see Alan Perry. Again, just the second time in his career that he's been pulled, both times against Tulsa. But Naumov was about one more bad performance of not being in the Central Hockey League, at least with the Blazers. Came up with a great performance, and since then has been outstanding in the Pines.
And there you see Sergei there making the glove save. He'll keep a hold of it there. Alan Perry. He knew Mama said there'd be days like this, but he didn't think it would be this bad. Long night for that young man. He has played so well last year. The winner of the John Voss Trophy is the most outstanding goalie in the Central Hockey League. Has been a big favorite, the co-fan favorite down in Oklahoma City for the past 2 years. But having a rough go of it this evening.
And not to take anything away from the beautiful stick work of Tulsa. They set that 2-on-1, the give and go back to Loretto beautifully. And got behind the defense. Perry gave up a screen shot. Probably a good slap shot. He probably should have stopped, but again, you can't deny Berger's power. And then the last 2 goals have been pretty much into a fairly open net. Again, good stick work by Tulsa setting up that last one.
Offsides the call against the Blazers. Victor Ignacio bringing the puck back in before his team was onside. You can see some of the souvenir sellers. I think we'll take 2.
Loretto loves playing Oklahoma City. He has just 3 points against Oklahoma City. All 3 have been goals. Perry's final numbers tonight: 15 shots on goal, 11 saves, giving up 4 goals. That is not a good night for a man who leads the Central Hockey League at 90%, although Martino is probably now in front of him.
It makes that ride back down the turnpike a little bit longer.
Yeah, but at least it's not icy.
Right. Here come the Blazers now. DuPont passes back to Terry Menard. Shot in the front, and Martino was there to turn it away. Pankowitz had an opportunity. And Trent, having to play without his helmet, was knocked off there on one of the checks by Mike Berger. And now there's a stoppage of play. We'll have a face-off.
I've always found that an interesting aspect of hockey. The helmet comes off, you don't go pick it up. It stays on the ice. Sticks stay on the ice. Here's a play by Martino. DuPont tried the backhander, kind of a weak shot, but there's the key right there, the rebound. DuPont, Pankowitz standing on the doorstep, and Martino the quick stick to get it out of there. Martino always seems to come up big on the Spirit of Oklahoma broadcasts, at least the last couple of them.
He had such an adventurous start to his season last year when he was playing for a professional team in Italy. Had to sweep down, almost be smuggled across the border. Took all kinds of planes and trains and automobiles, and finally got to Tulsa about 4 days later. Had left the team, decided to take an opportunity, make a little more money overseas, and didn't quite work out. They weren't coming up with the lira over there. And so Tony finally made it back here, and the Oilers are awfully glad he did. Out of the pack now come the Blazers with the puck. This is Steve Simoni carrying it across the blue line. The shot, weakly turned back there by Tony Martino. Oh, what a slick move that was indeed by Luc Beausoleil. David Moore off the skate of Harrison.
Ole Beausoleil.
No call as St. Jacques gets taken down. And back come the Oilers. Colin Baustad drops it for Harrison. Pass to Stromback. He couldn't handle it. Tom Fry battles for the puck for the Blazers. Instead, it's Sean Gorman who comes up with it, and here comes Oklahoma City. Gorman shoots. Perry, or rather Martino, with the kick save. Jerry Menard keeps it alive. Martino almost playing shuffleboard with the puck there. Knocks it out of the zone, and here come the Oilers. Beausoleil, what a check that was. Houston now. Centering pass, Berger shot, turned back.
Menard out front. The checking is really picking up here in the last couple of minutes.
Tom Gomes one-times it and had an open net and shot wide. Sasha Lakovic now on Ignatiuk. Slino could not handle the puck. It is knocked out of the zone by Gomes. This is Darry Menard now with the puck. 6:09 remaining, second period. 4-0 Tulsa. Icing the call. We'll take a break. Oilers leading by 4. We're back in Tulsa. John Walls with Ed Murray, Bill Tegans, and John Anderson. The Oilers leading Oklahoma City here in the Battle of the Turnpike Series. 4-0. Also getting goals from 4 separate scorers tonight as they keep the puck alive in their Blazers in. Puck shot the length of the ice. Icing the call. The face-off now. Back down to the Blazer zone we go. 5:38 remaining, second period.
For a team that whose coach said they were going to kind of take it a little bit easier in this period, Tulsa is really keeping the pressure on. And it's what we were talking about. Yeah, take some breaks, maybe ice a puck, maybe take some time off, skate around a little bit, but don't change the attack or the style, and they're doing an outstanding job of that. That early goal helped out a lot.
Well, it came a little more than a minute into the second period. The Blazers perhaps pressing a little bit, left the defensive opening, and the Oilers took advantage of that, gave themselves a 3-0 lead, of which, of course, they have now built upon. And so, as the puck goes out of play into the penalty box area, we'll have the face-off. 5:26. Very physical play here tonight. Mike McEwen's team yet to be penalized in this game. The Oilers have only served 2 penalties. Those both coming in the first period. Neither team had joined the man advantage here so far in the second. And that picture pretty well sums it up.
Yeah, looked like the trainer's going to head for the aspirin bottle there.
And Dave Slifka looked for a hole. It wasn't there.
Slifka's a young player. Lots of improvement since the beginning of the year against the veteran Martino. No screen again on the play, but the quick glove, getting it up into that left corner protected. Here's another look from down on ice level. Don't really see it too well there, but Martino going to the ice, getting that glove up. On a good shot by Slifka. But again, no screen out in front. Martino had a good look at it. Might try it again.
DuPont wins the draw for the Blazers. Puck loose now out front. DuPont slashing away there. Slifka loses control. And it's Luke Beausoleil who comes out of the pack for the Oilers. Ryan Harrison now. Checked by Pankowitz, who poke checks the puck away.
Harrison showing a lot of speed. Getting down the ice in a hurry.
Puck going after Pankowitz's head. Trent had to duck to get out of the way of that one. David Moore now carrying the puck into his zone. Now fires it in.
I notice your head doesn't pop up over there on that far board anymore.
The head's not bouncing this year.
Yeah, they pop it a couple of times every game now. That may be the first penalty against the Blazers.
I believe they're going to get Trent Pankowitz, perhaps with a trip. Trent would beg to differ, but you don't win too many of those calls with the guy with the armbands on.
And maybe a little frustration there. Pankowitz has had some opportunities out front. Nothing's going for the Blazers, and interference to call. That's always one of those penalties the players don't like anyway. Interference is when you're doing something away, and you can see the puck's down around the red line and back up ice. Pankowitz riding the player like he still had the puck. When you don't have the puck, can't do that. First penalty against the Blazers.
So the Oilers go on the power play. They are about average when it comes to power play opportunities. They're 4th in the league right now when it comes to converting with the man advantage. They have 1 power play goal against Oklahoma City this year, and they're 1 of 18 on the power play.
Blazers just 3rd in the league in killing penalties, but as you mentioned, have done a good job against Tulsa. And they've got the Blazers have a strong line. Going for a short-handed here. Not working with five.
Ignatjev just kind of danced his way around everyone. It was as if no one else thought the puck was in play, and Ignatjev just said, hey, why not? Let me bear down on Martino.
All kind of in slow motion. There you see Martino turns away. Ignatjev. Plot is there for the rebound, but Martino held his position.
And so much for the power play. David Moore goes into the box, and so the teams will skate with 4 apiece. Slashing the call on Moore. He gets the penalty at the 4:23 mark, or with 4:23 remaining. And so with 1:48 left in the penalty to Pankowitz, the teams will skate at 4 apiece, and then Oklahoma City will have a 12-second one-man advantage.
That may be the strangest 12 seconds of the game. It was like everybody's kind of standing around, the puck's on the ice and going, and Ignatjev and Martino seem to be the only ones that recognize that.
Beausoleil off the stick of Naumov.
Really knocked Naumov out of his skates. Hey, for a guy with a bruised sternum, Beausoleil is putting some heat on the puck. Little mini break for the Blazers.
Mike St. Jacques now with a shot. Clouston was there to apply the defensive pressure, and the shot went wide.
Nice checking by Clouston, riding St. Jacques off the puck.
1:07 left in the Blazers penalty. Berger shoots. Oh, heads up in the upper deck. I don't think I've ever seen a shot
that would carry to the wall. See the guy there in the Tulsa? If we pull out a little bit, not this gentleman, but that went just to his left, all the way on the fly. Here you see the man there holding up the puck, but that puck went off the back wall on the fly.
Wow, that's like a Cecil Fielder upper deck shot at Tiger Stadium there. That was a monster. And Pankowitz with 1 minute remaining in his period, chomping at the bit. He'd like to get back out. And David Moore has 1:13 remaining in his. Baustad to Lakovic. Back to Baustad, who shoots. And Naumov will just hang on. 3:27 remaining here in the period. Tulsa leading 4-0. There's a look at Sergei. He and Victor Ignatjev. I have a hard time with that name. Ignatjev.
I don't have an easy time with it.
Both hailing from Latvia. Although Ignatjev has played overseas, has played here in the States for a couple of years. He played in the International Hockey League for the past 2 seasons with the Kansas City Blades.
Naumov making a glove save there. The one problem he had early in the year was he didn't do a good job of controlling the puck. He'd let it rebound out and not get to it. The teams weren't scoring on him on the first shot, maybe not even the second shot, but he was giving up 3 shots, not covering up the rebounds, and that third one usually got him.
Tom Gomes centering pass and a goal by Derry Menard. 3-on-2, and Oklahoma City cracks Tony Martino. It's 4-1 Tulsa. Convention Center, where Oklahoma City has beaten Tony Martino, and the Oilers have had to take an injury time out here. They're attending to their goalie. Tony Martino has had some back problems, and you can see Tony really struggling to get to his feet here. Shaken up on the play as he's attended to by the Oilers training staff, and Tony, tough man, but obviously in a lot of pain right now.
I saw him stretching a little bit earlier in this period, so that obviously is the problem. Let's take a look at the goal again. This is the first opportunity we've had to see the Blazers with the better stick handling this year. Simone gets it started. Gomes puts it on the stick of Menard, and Menard puts it in. Again, Menard playing defense tonight, but has been playing at center this season. Coming down the slot there, and he puts it right in, beating Martino to the right. But again, the good stick handling for Gomes, his 9th assist of the year. Simone, his 9th assist. For Menard, his 10th goal of the year. And the Oilers still leading it, though, comfortably at 4-1.
So Tony Martino says, Mark Cavalin, my backup, you stay on the bench. I might need you later, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and play on. And so we do. Menard with the puck, getting the goal, as Ed said. And there's Mike Berger laying a lick on Mike St. Jacques. Back come the Oilers now. Sasha Lakovic lost control of the puck. He runs into Tom Gomes. Puck shot into the Oilers zone. It's taken there by the Oilers. They'll reset. Alan Baustad back to Berger. 5 seconds remaining now in the penalty to Pankowitz. Almost forgot about those two in the box. David Moore is down with 12 seconds remaining in his. And so a A very short power play opportunity here, but here comes Pankowitz. St. Jacques shoots off a skate. It goes. Faustin now clears the puck as the Oilers return to full strength. 2:19 remaining, second period.
Blazers had a little 3-on-2 there for just a moment on the power play. But Oilers just in the right place at the right time as the passes were going right off their skates a couple of times.
Sasha Lakovic tried to slash at the puck. It's taken now by Chuck Loretta. Centering pass. Stromback could not handle it. Back come the Blazers now. Joe Burton working the puck. Martino was there to cut down the angle. Action goes into the corner where the puck is tied up.
And I think we're going to add a penalty for cross-checking.
That was blocked by our own monitor there. Perhaps a hold is the call as well. We won't speculate, but let's see as Doug Stromback will take a seat. 1:51 remaining in the period. 2 minute penalty here on Doug Stromback.
And this is not what Tulsa needs. Short-handed, you got guys going into the box. The guys that are out there are going to have to skate extra hard.
And it is indeed a holding call on Doug Stromback. You see him kind of muscling up there as he took the Blazer down to the ice. Stromback gets called for the hold, and now Doug will sit out the last 1:51 of this period. Of course, barring an Oklahoma City goal, and then he would return to the ice.
And if the Blazers don't score, they'll start with a little mini power play to start the third period.
So say this is really their third power play opportunity. They did have that 12-second advantage at the end of the penalty to David Moore just a few moments ago, but they're going to skate. And here comes a breakaway. Beausoleil. And he lost control, and Sergei Naumov breathes a sigh of relief.
Yeah, for a guy who was peppered early in the season, Naumov came way out of the net that time and challenged the veteran Beausoleil. And you got to give Naumov a lot of credit on that one. He just would not go for any of the dekes that Beausoleil was giving him.
Joe Burton now. The cross centering pass to DuPont, who was wide open but couldn't handle it. Back to the point to Simone. To DuPont. Beausoleil couldn't stop the play. Here's the shot. Joe Burton tries to put it home. Martino out of goal, but gets back into position. DuPont now loses control. That's Tom Fry, rather. The big man in on the power play. Puck loose into the corner. Fry goes there to dig it out. He does. DuPont there, back to Fry.
45 seconds left in the period.
Steve Simone to Burton. Fry gets taken down. No call there. 45 seconds left in the penalty. Martino kicks the puck away.
Again, the Blazers are content to go to the point from behind the net.
Ignatchev and Beausoleil get tied up. No call. They play on. 30 seconds to go in the penalty. 20 in the period. There's Slino now there to break it up. And back come the Oilers. No. Left it for no one. It was taken away by Mike St. Jacques. 5 seconds remaining. Stick comes loose. And the puck goes out of play with just a little less than 5 seconds to play in the period. 14 seconds in the penalty.
Into the second period, Fort Worth leading Memphis 5-3 with 13 minutes to play. Second period, San Antonio's pouring it on Wichita, leading 6-1.
Sean Clouston and the Oilers trying to kill the penalty to Doug Stromback. He got caught for holding. And with 4.9 seconds remaining in the period, they're that much away from taking a break and coming back out and regrouping for period number 3. Final seconds. Last shot. Martino slides it away. Dave Slifka's turned back. And the Oilers, at least for the moment, have dodged the Blazer bullet, much to the delight of this Tulsa crowd. 4-1 our count when we come back in the third period, Ed. As you said, it will be a mini power play. 9 seconds is what Oklahoma City will have as far as the man advantage is concerned. But for the most part, Mike McEwen, taking that long walk to his dressing room, has got to come up with some way to spring that powerful posse line of his loose and get some great chances, because for the most part, they have not had a lot of golden opportunities, you would call, to put the puck home.
Especially that line. The Blazers do scratch against Martino. That's the good news for the Blazers. The bad news, they lost another goal on the scoreboard. They were down 2 starting the period, now down 3. Let's go down now to John Anderson, who has Coach Mike McEwen. John.
Ed, the walk for Coach Mike McEwen in the locker room just got longer because he's going to stop off here and talk with us. And Coach, 4-1, it doesn't look good so far. The problems this team's experienced.
Well, we came out flat tonight. We got no intensity. 66-game season. I thought we would come out a lot better than we did. And the last 8 minutes, we picked it up there a bit. But we'll have to see if it's too little too late.
The move in goal and replacing Alan Perry.
Well, the team was playing not very well in front of Allen. It had nothing to do with Allen. He was playing fairly well, I thought, but when the team won't go in front of you, you got to do something to shake them up.
As you go into the final period, Tulsa, you know, short men, only 11 guys on the roster as far as skating. Do you try to push it a little and see if you can tire them out?
Well, I don't think they're too tired after that first period we put on the ice. We didn't push them that much in the first 12 minutes of that period, so I'm not counting on that too much.
All right, Coach Mike McEwen, we'll let you get back to the dressing room. 4-1 the score after 2 periods. Now let's go back to Bill Tegans.
Okay, thank you very much, John. Obviously, Mike McEwen not a happy man as his Blazer team comes out and not much of an effort in the first period. Second period picked up a bit. It was 2-0 after the first period. Oilers on top. They made it a 4-0 game with Moore's goal and also Loretto's. Darian Menard has scored for the Blazers, and that's where we stand now. 4-1 our score after the first 2 periods. A lot of still to come here as our intermission program is coming up. We'll be talking with some players and also take a look at the Oilers. But our taking a break right now on our score again. Oklahoma City trailing Tulsa 4-1.